The air servicer trailer seen here was used to pressurize the high-pressure air spheres located in the thrust unit tail section and the aft unit skirt section. The spheres were pressurized to 3000 psi. Next, we see the power distribution trailer, which converted the generator output to 28 volt DC, 60 volt DC, and 120 volt 400 Hz AC. The diesel generator seen next provided 120 volt single phase and 208 volt three-phase 60 Hz AC power. Final missile joining tasks are now being completed. Firing section personnel are now carrying out horizontal checkout of the inertial guidance system. The theodolite crew is now taking its initial readings and measurements while the missile is still in the horizontal position. The missile is now being raised to its vertical firing position by the erector servicer equipment. Two cables are attached from the top of the A-frame to lugs on opposite sides of the missile body. The A-frame rotates on its launcher pivot points and pulls the missile to its upright position. To prevent the missile from tumbling over just prior to the missile being pulled through its center of gravity point, two hydraulic piston snubbers engage the tilt ring. When the missile is supported by the hydraulic snubbers, the erector servicer winch is disengaged. At this point, the A-frame is now supported by the two fixed-length cables attached to the top of the missile. The hydraulic pressure to the snubbers is slowly bled off, allowing the missile to settle to its full vertical position on the launcher. As the missile is lowered by the snubbers, the A-frame is simultaneously lowered to its full horizontal position by the two fixed-length hoisting cables. The A-frame and H-frame are now being disconnected from and moved away from the launcher. With the missile now vertical on the launcher, firing section will conduct inertial guidance system checkout and programming for flight. Servicing section will commence fueling operations. Seen here is Sergeant First Class E7 Star Palmer, who was firing section chief and test conductor in the checkout van. On the left is First Lieutenant Pascal Pascarella, battery executive officer, and on the right is Captain Blaylock, battery commander. The fueling ladder is now being placed on the missile. The first fueling operation was to pump 19,000 pounds of a 75% alcohol, 25% water solution into the missile fuel tank. Because there was no fuel tank on a Redstone trainer missile, here we see the fueling crew installing a fuel return line back to the top of the alcohol trailer. Battery A's 3 officers, Mr. Frost, Lieutenant Pascarella, and Captain Blaylock, are seen conferring during preparation for the alcohol fueling operation. The servicing section fueling crew will now commence the simulated loading of the 19,000 pounds of alcohol fuel into the missile. In this trainer missile exercise, of course, the 19,000 pounds of fuel will be pumped back into the top of the alcohol tanker.